America's doors just opened wide, but who's being let in and why now? Behind the news and polite handshakes, a quiet change is taking place. 10 Asian countries have just been approved to enter the US without needing a visa. Sounds normal, right? Not quite. This isn't only about making vacations easier. It's about keeping economies alive, building political trust, and giving a boost to America's struggling tourism industry. So, which countries made the list? And can this decision actually help save US travel? Stay with us. Some of the countries may surprise you, and the effects could be much bigger than expected. At number 10 is Japan. Is Japan just visiting the US again, or becoming its favorite guest? For many years, Japanese travelers have added billions to the US economy. They shopped in New York, taken pictures at the Grand Canyon, and filled hotels from coast to coast. But now, something different is happening. Thanks to visa-free access under the US Visa Waiver program, Japan isn't just returning, it's making a strong comeback. But why is this happening now? Is it just things going back to normal, or is it a sign of stronger economic ties? Could Japan be trying out something bigger, like more business deals or lasting partnerships? Is this return the first signal that Asia's top countries are coming back to the US with full energy? After the slow years during the pandemic, Japanese tourism to the US is quietly picking up again. Just in December 2024, more than 160,000 Japanese travelers landed in America, not holding back, but ready with shopping bags, business badges, and cameras. Here's what's important. Japanese visitors don't just come, they spend a lot. On each trip, they spend thousands of dollars on everything from top fashion brands to luxury hotels. But is this just about travel or something bigger? Japan has always had deep financial trust in the US, and this rise in visits might be a quiet show of support for the country's stability. Or maybe it's just the return of a long-missed visitor. Whatever the reason, Japan is back, and if their spending continues, it could be the lifeline US tourism needs. But the big question is, will other countries follow? Number 9. Brunei Darussalam. A very small country with a lot of money. So why is Brunei on America's visa-free list? With fewer than 500,000 people, it might seem unimportant, but there's something interesting going on. People from Brunei are now visiting the US without needing a visa. Why now? Could it be to support elite education or enjoy quiet luxury vacations that don't get much attention? Brunei has been part of the Visa Waiver program since 1993. While not many Bruneians travel to the US, the ones who do spend a lot. Could this be part of a quiet US strategy, focusing on wealthy travelers who aren't loud but spend big money? Or is Brunei's visa-free status simply a sign of strong political trust built over the years? Whatever the reason, the change is real and money is coming in. Before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps us bring you more important stories that don't always make the news. Number 8. Singapore. What happens when one of the smartest, richest, and most experienced traveling nations gets visa-free access to the US? You get Singapore, a strong economy packed into a tiny city-state, even smaller than New York City. But don't let its size fool you. People from Singapore love to travel and spend well, and now they're doing it in the United States. But is this wave of visits just about seeing tourist spots? Singapore joined the Visa Waiver program in 1999. Since then, its citizens have held one of the world's strongest passports, giving them easy travel to both the East and the West. But here's the important part. With the US economy depending on international visitors to recover, could these high-value travelers from Singapore be more important than ever? Is the US quietly using tourism to build solid, dependable friendships? Singaporeans may not come in huge numbers like people from bigger countries, but when they do visit, they come with a purpose. Many arrive for business, academic events, or to invest in real estate and technology. Others travel in style, spending thousands on fancy hotels, gourmet meals, and rich cultural experiences. Could it be that the US cares more about the type of traveler than how many come? And there's more to it. Singapore stays neutral in world politics and has strong connections with both the West and China. So, Could their easy travel to the US be part of a larger plan to keep a good balance in international relations? Are these visits building stronger business ties while also keeping Singapore in a smart, strategic position? One thing is for sure. Singapore's presence in the US is no accident. It's well-planned, important, and very strategic. These visitors aren't just tourists. They are partners. And if tourism helps build global power, Singapore may be one of the key players quietly making it happen. So, who's the next country quietly changing America's tourism scene? Let's find out. Number 7. Republic of Korea, South Korea. Did this one surprise you? South Korea isn't just known for K-pop, beauty products, and advanced technology. It's also quietly becoming one of the top sources of valuable tourists for the US since joining the visa waiver program in 2008. South Korean travelers have become some of the most dependable visitors to America. But is this only about easier travel, or could it be a sign of closer economic ties? Just in December 2024, more than 100,000 South Koreans visited the US. Not budget travelers or backpackers, but tourists booking multi-city trips, staying in big hotels, and spending a lot in cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Las Vegas. Could this be America's backup plan for tourism? Or is South Korea using its influence in a quiet way with every flight that lands? There's more going on than it seems. South Korea isn't just another country sending tourists. It's one of America's key trade partners, military allies, and a cultural powerhouse worldwide. So when Korean visitors step off planes at airports like LAX or JFK, is it just a vacation or a sign of something more important? Could these travel patterns show a stronger relationship forming under the cover of tourism? Now let's talk about money. On average, each Korean tourist spends several $1,000s per trip on things like luxury shopping in Beverly Hills, Broadway shows, theme parks, and fine dining. Could this be the reason some US cities are finally seeing hotels fill up again after the pandemic? Even more interesting is where they're going. Koreans are visiting not just the famous tourist spots, but also smaller cities, college towns, and tech centers, building new connections, buying property, and exploring schools. Is this slow and steady diplomacy pretending to be tourism? Whatever the reason, South Korea isn't just coming for fun. It's putting money and trust into the US, and in a delicate tourism economy, guests like that are more valuable than ever. But now that South Korea has firmly taken its place, who's next to help reshape US tourism? Before we continue, make sure to hit like and subscribe, because the next countries on this list might completely change how you see US travel. Keep watching. Number 6. Taiwan. Who's becoming one of the US most important visitors without drawing much attention? They're not arriving in big tour groups. They're not filling up social media with vacation pictures. But they are coming, and they're spending a lot. While other countries make headlines, travelers from Taiwan have quietly been visiting the US visa-free since 2012, and their impact is far from small. So why isn't anyone talking about them? And what does their growing presence mean for US tourism and more? Taiwanese citizens don't face long visa lines or difficult paperwork, making travel easy for over a decade. But recently, the number and value of these visits are going up. In December 2024 alone, thousands arrived, many for business, school, or to visit family. Could this quiet rise mean something bigger? Is Taiwan using its visa-free access to build stronger ties with the US, especially now as global politics are shifting? It's not just about how many come. It's also about what kind of trips they take. Taiwanese visitors spend among the most per trip. From high-end shopping in Los Angeles to visiting top universities in Boston, these trips are serious and often part of long-term plans. Could Taiwan see tourism as a peaceful way to grow influence? And then there's the political side. With rising tension near the Taiwan Strait, every step Taiwan takes internationally has more meaning. So when thousands of Taiwanese citizens fly to the US, is it just for fun or a quiet way to strengthen ties between two democratic countries? Taiwan might not top the tourism charts, but its travelers are some of the smartest, wealthiest, and most focused. They're coming to the US again and again and bringing more than money. They bring trust, shared values, and strong cultural links. And while their visits may seem low-key, they carry big meaning. In fact, Taiwan's growing presence could play a key role in shaping the future of US-Asia relations. The real influence, it seems, might be arriving quietly on every flight. Number 5. Israel. What happens when diplomacy turns into a plane ticket? It wasn't a big announcement or a flashy event, but when Israel joined the US visa waiver program in September 2023, it meant more than just another country getting easy access. It showed strong political trust, shared intelligence, and a decades-long friendship reaching a new level. But is this just about simple travel, or something deeper in world politics? Now, Israeli citizens can visit the US for up to 90 days without needing a visa. And just a few months after the change, flights from Tel Aviv to US cities like New York, Miami, and Los Angeles became noticeably busier. What stands out, though, isn't just how many are coming, it's why they're coming. Is this just about vacations and visiting family, or are we seeing tech deals, defense partnerships, and student exchanges happening quietly through these trips? Look at where they're going. Places like San Francisco, Austin, and Boston. These are US tech hubs, and they're welcoming Israeli entrepreneurs, engineers, and investors. Along with them come new ideas, business deals, and money. Could this visa-free access be boosting the already strong connection between US and Israeli tech industries? And let's not forget about security. Israel had to make big changes to qualify for this program, including making sure all US citizens, no matter their background, are treated equally when visiting Israel. Could this be a sign of the two countries sensing their border and security systems in secret? Or maybe it was simply the next step in a partnership that's always been close. While fewer Israelis visit the US compared to countries like Japan or South Korea, each one usually stays longer and spends more, whether they're visiting friends, checking out universities, or attending business events. This isn't just vacation travel. It's active involvement in America's economy and culture. Being added to the visa waiver program is more than just a convenience for Israel. It shows that the US and Israel share goals, strong tech connections, and a long-standing friendship. Before we show the next country, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We're only halfway through, and the next country on the list might surprise you. Number 4. Qatar. What does it mean when one of the world's richest countries is suddenly allowed to enter the US without a visa? It didn't make big headlines, but on December 1, 2024, Qatar officially joined the US visa waiver program. That means Qatari citizens can now visit the US for up to 90 days. No interviews, no trips to the embassy. But why now? What changed behind the scenes to give this Gulf nation a spot on America's short list of visa-free countries? Qatar isn't just another wealthy country with oil. It's becoming a major player in global affairs, hosting events like the FIFA World Cup, investing billions in Western countries, and owning shares in big companies like Barclays and Volkswagen. So with all that power, why is getting into the US without a visa so important now? Is it really just about tourism, or is there something more? For one, Qatari travelers may not come in large numbers, but the ones who do come spend a lot. They stay in luxury hotels, shop at high-end stores, seek advanced medical treatment, and attend top universities. Could it be that the US is not just welcoming tourists, but also potential investors, business partners, and tech collaborators? There's also the political angle. In recent years, the US has strengthened its ties with Qatar through military cooperation, energy talks, and behind-the-scenes diplomacy in the Middle East. Could this visa-free agreement be part of a bigger deal, a reward for being a loyal ally, or a sign that the US is building stronger bonds in a changing region? The timing is key. As America shifts its focus in the Gulf, Qatar's rising power, especially through media like Al Jazeera, its liquefied natural gas exports, and its financial influence, makes it a very useful partner. So maybe visa-free travel is just the latest piece of a much bigger plan. Whatever the case, Qatar's quiet entry into the visa-free group means more than just a new policy. It shows how power, politics, and access are now closely connected. And now that Qatar is inside, who's still waiting at the gate, knocking louder than ever? Number 3. The United Arab Emirates. Could one of the richest and most glamorous countries in the world be the next to join America's visa-free list? The United Arab Emirates, known for its shiny skyscrapers, billion-dollar projects, and luxury airlines, might be getting closer to that goal. Behind all the glamour, there's a quiet but serious discussion happening between Washington and Abu Dhabi. This could soon change how Emiratis travel to the US. So, what's going on, and why does it matter? Right now, people from the UAE still need a visa to visit the US, but that might not be the case for long. For years, officials from both sides have been talking about including the UAE in the visa waiver program. They've already checked important boxes like strong security ties, advanced passport systems, and solid political cooperation. So what's causing the delay? And what could happen if the visa waiver finally gets approved? The impact could be huge. The UAE is one of the biggest sources of international travelers in the Middle East, with its citizens spending millions each year abroad. Many already visit the US for shopping, studying, business, or high-end medical services. But the visa process, although easier than for most countries, still creates a small barrier. Could removing it open a new era of luxury travel and major investments from the Gulf? And think about this, the UAE isn't just important for tourism. It's also becoming a key partner for the US in areas like technology and defense. From working together on AI to joint military efforts, this is a strong and growing relationship. Could visa-free travel be a way to thank the UAE or ensure it stays close as global alliances shift? There's also a quiet competition happening. As Saudi Arabia moves forward with its Vision 2030 plan to gain worldwide attention, maybe the UAE sees visa-free access to the US as a way to keep its lead as the Gulf's most connected nation. Whatever happens, the talks are serious and the outcome could be big. If the UAE gets approved, it would become the most powerful Middle Eastern country with visa-free access to the US. And once that door opens, other countries in the region could soon follow. Number 2, Saudi Arabia. Is the US quietly getting ready to welcome one of its most controversial partners with open arms? Saudi Arabia, long known for its oil, royal family, and strict travel rules, is now in talks to join the US visa waiver program. It's not confirmed yet, but the talks are gaining speed. So what's driving this sudden move? Is it about money, politics, or trying to show a new image to the world? On paper, Saudi Arabia is changing quickly. Its Vision 2030 plan is spending billions on tourism, entertainment, and worldwide investments, building concert venues, tall towers, and even a futuristic city in the desert. Saudi leaders want the world to see a modern, forward-looking kingdom. But here's the interesting part. A country that used to be very closed off is now eager to step into the US without a visa. The US and Saudi Arabia already have deep connections, military ties, oil deals, and arms sales. But with tensions rising in the region and global energy politics shifting, could visa-free travel be the next step in their relationship? Would this allow more Saudi students, wealthy tourists, and business investors to enter the US more easily? The agreement is still being negotiated, but if it goes through, it would mark a big change in how the US deals with the Gulf region. The real question is, are both countries ready for what that kind of access could bring? Number 1, Thailand. Could a popular Southeast Asian country soon earn visa-free access to the US? Thailand, known for its busy street markets, golden temples, and thriving tourist industry, is now quietly talking with US officials about something far more powerful than tourism: joining the US visa waiver program. It hasn't happened yet, but the signs are clear. Thailand is being seriously considered. So why now, and what could this mean if it happens? Thailand's passport is getting stronger, and the country's security systems are starting to match international standards. Slowly but surely, everything is falling into place. Thailand's foreign ministry confirmed in late 2024 that they are working with US officials to tighten immigration controls, improve passport security, and make sure American citizens are treated fairly when visiting Thailand. But this isn't just about travel. If Thailand joins, it could open the door for more Thai students, business people, and investors to connect with US industries like agriculture, technology, education, and tourism. Could Thailand be trying to become America's main link to Southeast Asia? It's not official yet, but if it happens, it wouldn't just help middle-class Thai travelers see the US. It could also shift regional influence and show which Asian countries the US sees as true partners. If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. More untold stories and major global changes are coming, and you won't want to miss what's next.